Hello once again, YouTube. It's Starboy here with an off-the-cuff review. Yeah, today we're not scripting my video today, and today we're gonna look at Transformers: Titans Return, Misfire with Aimless. They came out in Wave 5 of the Deluxe Assortment, and Misfire here is a very extensive retool of Slug Slinger from the same line. But before we take a look at Misfire here, let's take a look at his Titan Master. Now here we have Aimless right here. Let me get some light on him. There we go. Now, Aimless's sculpt work is beautiful and crisp. I really love the paintwork here. It's nice. We got this milky off-white and also off-focus. God damn you. Plastic for the torso. Nice pink plastic for the limbs. And black plastic for everything else. He's got some really nice paintwork on the face there. I don't know if you can see it too well because of the light, but oh, damn, that is good. That is a nice, crisp paint application. Now, as a Titan Master, is all the same posability as all the others Titan Master. Ball joint shoulder, ball joint neck, and his is really stiff. Like, goddamn. And hinge at the leg and hinge at the knee, so he can squat and sit, or he could kneel. Do that. And let's flip him over into head mode, and here's Misfire's head. We got some nice pale, like periwinkle face paint with some nice, like, bright blue glasses. Let's try to get more light on here. Yeah, there we go. It's really nice work here. We got and he has some really, he has a very good face sculpt. He reminds me of Rumble and Frenzy from the G1 cartoon, with these pouty lips and the I'm too cool for you sunglasses, and you know, the general head shape. It looks really good. Now that we're done with Aimless, we can take a look at Misfire himself. Now, Misfire's jet mode is really slick. I really love the shapes and the angles of this aerial attack formation business deal. He's got this nice crab claw front section here with the little winglets and canards. I hope I'm using that word right. He's got this really vivid clear blue cockpit here, where you can take Aimless here and sit him down, and then open up the cockpit. Really, sit him in there. Close it. Aimless can sit inside, just like most other Titan Masters, Titans Return figures. And but yeah, there's quite a bit of kibble underneath here, if you haven't noticed. But the front of the jet's pretty clean, and it has a pretty nice silhouette from most angles. Like, nothing really hangs down low, but the sculpt work and the paint work is amazing. I really love all the tampagraphs on here, especially on the wings. Let me get... oh, there we go. And some nice wing tampagraphs. And these ones right here on the back are just so crisp. Like, they look like stickers, but they're not. And this is what I wish most of the paint apps on the Voyager figures looked like. I'm looking at you, Blitzwing, and Broadside. But he's got some nice striping on his on the back, and you can take Aimless out, and since each Titan Master has like little foot pegs, he can ride not Aimless, Misfire in jet mode, although I don't know why he'd want to do that. And the connection is really solid. Like, he's not going nowhere. Like, even if I bang him against this, all he's doing, I just broke his knees. But, it's a really nice jet mode. Now, he comes with 2 accessories, and they are these hot pink guns, and they can store under the wings here these peg holes right on the robot mode shoulders, and the wings come down over them. Let's do the same on the other side. And one thing about this jet mode that I don't really like, the robot arms peg into the back of the vehicle, but they do so in a way that's not really all that secure. So if you're messing with him, his arms are most likely to come detached, and they're a little mushy. But yeah, here he is, all decked out and ready to go. It's really nice. I really love the whole shape of this. It looks very menacing, foreboding, and it's just really great. And the guns can detach, and see what I mean? The guns have a really solid connection point to the arms, so that you really have to keep the arms in place just to take these things out. And even then, they still get detached. There we go. And then these guns can, they can combine, although out of all of the Titan's Return combining chair guns, I feel like Misfire's might be the floppy, not the most floppy, but the least secure. Oops. Because, like, the connections are just, like, wafer thin. So it just feels a bit, let me think of the word. It feels a bit, I would say, a bit flimsy, a bit disconcerting, you know? But it holds together fine, and, you know, here we have Aimless sitting in his gun. I don't really like this whole chair gun gimmick. I wish it would just, you know, die in a fire. Now, let's compare him to... Also, I should note that, Misfire here does not have any landing gear to speak of, though he does have a hole in the back to fit a flight stand that I don't have. Let's compare him to Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Bumblebee. I'm sure you're tired of hearing that voice clip if you've watched all of my videos, but yeah, he's honestly a good deal bigger than Bumblebee here, and that's even disregarding the wings. He's quite a bit bulkier, and though he feels quite a bit lighter. Bumblebee here is a bit denser than Misfire here. And to finish the comparison, here we have Cyberfire Bumblebee, you know, after he grows up and moves out of his parents' basement. You know, he's a big boy. So, now that we're done looking at Misfire in his vehicle mode, let's transform. First you want to do is lift up these wings. Do that. And then you want to take the nose cone and then disconnect it from the front, and then fold it up on this double hinge so that it lays flush against the back. And then disconnect the arms, unless they already did that. And then there's a whole double hinge assembly here. Let me get more light on this. There's a whole double hinge assembly here that you want to fold up, but the wings are also on a swivel on top of that, so you want to fold all of this up to make a nice shoulder. And then you keep the wing out. And then you flip out the fist. And then you want to do that on the other side, making sure that the wing keeps pointing upward. Take the legs, fold them out, just like Trigger Happy, who will also be getting a review later, and then fold up the hip piece into the body, split the legs, and then flip out his feetums, feet-me-doos, and then, oh god, where did Aimless get off to? Here we go. And then you want to take Aimless here, and then break his legs, and insert his head into Misfire's body, suffocating him, and probably causing death by asphyxiation. And here we have Misfire in robot mode. Whee! Now, Misfire is one beautiful motherfucker. I mean, just look at that. He has Overlord's lips. Yeah. Again, really nice head sculpt here. Let me get more light. He's got some really good paint work on his chest. If a bit overdone, if that's the right word for it. It just feels a bit, a little too heavily applied, though it's really a minor issue, and honestly, it just looks great. It's really nice, the striking white against the pink contrast, with these little red highlights to sort of meld everything together. The amazing tampograph work carries over onto the robot mode with these Decepticon sigil shoulder badges, and the, again, amazing sticker-like tampagraphs on his shins with the nice paintwork from Jet mode. And he doesn't really have much of back kibble besides the nose cone, which is a pretty flat piece, and the wings, which are also pretty flat pieces, like seriously, you can see through those. Overall, Misfire is a damn fine looking figure. And let's compare him to Dark of the Moon Bumblebee again. Isn't this fun? As you can see, Misfire gets a good deal bigger than Bumblebee is in vehicle mode because he's flat and lazy. And then Cyberfire Bumblebee, let's see how tall they are compared to each other. How tall are they? I'd say Bumblebee is a hair taller and a fair deal bulkier than Misfire. I only used Bumblebee as comparisons for everyone because he's like the only mold that I have two of. So I can compare both vehicle and robot modes without much editing. Oh, I love being lazy. So yeah, Misfire can also hold his two guns, though they don't look very good because they're so hollow. And they fit in his hands quite nicely. And, you know, since, you know, he's all pink, and the guns are also all pink, it looks pretty good. And, he can do a variety of poses with them. He can do the whole, you know, gunslinger pose. He can, what's the name of this? He can do the, shit, I forgot what the name of this is. Bullet time! He can do bullet time. And, that will segue into posability, because I'm such a clever bastard. He's got a ball-jointed head right here, because, you know, Titan Master and all, no shit. He's got universal joints. Well, not really a universal joint. He has, like, a swivel for his shoulder and then a hinge outward, so he can do lots of different angles with this. He has a bicep swivel here, and a simple hinge for his elbow, and then this little hinge for his wrist doesn't do that much. You can also, like, move his wings a little. Can't do much with them, but I guess you can get him to emote, maybe? No waist joint, but... Oh, wait, he does have a waist joint. Holy shit, I did not know this. I'll have to check Trigger Happy for this. He has a ball-jointed thigh? Leg. He has a ball-jointed leg joint, thigh swivel here, and really, really deep knee bend. That is... that is good. And then toe joint, and a heel joint. And they can be connected, or, you know, you can independently move them. But there is a maximum degree to which they'll separate. So, all in all, Misfire here is a damn good figure, and he is remolded from an even damn better figure. So, he is a definite must-have for one's collection, especially if you love mid to late G1. I know I do, even though I haven't had much exposure to it. I don't have Slug Slinger, though I would love to finish the trio of Decepticon Trigger Masters. What the fuck? Target Masters. I don't know where my head is today. I'm sorry. So yeah, Misfire is one figure you do not want to miss. Fire.